That felt good.
Ooh, and we back. And thank you, TJ, for the $1 donation, my friend. Thank you.
Oh my
I
God.
think I just did. Yep, I played Careless Whisper. That's what I did. It's happening. I didn't mean to, but it's happening. So I'll do it for the donation anyway. For the $1 holler. Thank you so much, TJ. Let's go. Let's get that back. How's everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Like oh my. Like oh my goodness. Oh my. What's going on, Gamer Mom? What's going on, Aeon? Clownin', how you doing, brother? Bringing in the smoke. We got Claire. I think I said that already. DJ. We got Keith up in here. We got some loser named Emily. Whatever her name is. Hey, Emily. Oh, I'm just fucking with you, Emily. You know that. Oh, come on, mouse. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? There we go. How you doing, TJ? Well, I'm just fucking with you, Emily. Oh, man. Lost my voice. So it's gonna be me talking the Black News. Gores, the banquet beer. Gores, the banquet beer. Let's do it to it. So I done fudged up. Oh, whatever. Whatever. No, she wasn't ready. I have to bust her balls sometimes. Alright. I didn't even save. I just paused it and we just put the computer to sleep because I'm not risking anything. I'm Christian's #1 stalker. That's a fact. No, what's happening? What was that all about? Come on. Dude, that's not the problem. It's never done this. No. What is happening? I want to play it like this. I think it's like fine, but it won't go full screen right now. No, you can't. Screen resolution. It's never done this. This is the most problematic game ever. What the fuck? I've tried save state, like... I'm not exiting out of this emulator. Like, I'm not doing it. I mean, like, I can play it like this, but like... No BS, like, make it actually... I just don't understand why this isn't working right now. It's never been doing this. No, I am not turning this fucker off. Dude, I can't, like, I'm in, like, window capture, like, it's not letting me, like, do anything here. It's, like, on this end, on this monitor. I don't understand what's wrong with the monitor. Oh, it's just gonna look shitty.
It's not like it's a super high graphic game.
I know, but it's gonna look. Oh fuck!
I'm just saying it's not that. You're not missing that much of the screen right now. See what I'm saying? Like, it's really not that bad. But if you just go over to OBS and make it.
I'm gonna try just a couple things. It's already fit the screen. It already is.
If you stretch, it might do.
Please work. Just work, because it's been working.
Here, I got an idea.
Like, it's showing like the game is on, but like it just didn't convert. I'm just not closing it. I'm just not going to do it.
Only thing I think.
Because I know what's going to happen. Because I can't get the save states to stay on here for some sort.
Move this over to the left. Okay, like move it over there to the other screen. Like completely, yeah. Alright, now turn off the right monitor. Turn it off.
Hold on, people. Shit's going crazy right now, people. The stream's going crazy. What just happened? What is happening? What is happening? No. No, dude. No, man. Oh, thank God. All is well.
Come on. Damn it. It's doing everything though. See, like the it's like the screen itself is actually zoomed in. Yeah, bring that back. No, that's not it.
And it's guys, I'm so nervous.
That's the thing. If it doesn't work, you gotta go through freaking an hour of clicking back through.
I'm not gonna do it. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So I think best bet is just stretch it on OBS because it doesn't work that
yeah, I don't understand why I can't get the save states. Like that's a save state on here, but like I can't get it to work on here. Like it says it'll have it in here.
I wouldn't even mess with it, I'm telling you.
Oh my God!
Because if you couldn't get it to load before, I don't know. It's gonna be a bitch to do it now. There's all kinds of people that put stuff on this. I mean, you can. It's not gonna make it like that much worse. Just switch the you'll have to like get the full size in the program. I like that when I
I guess I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that.
Does that work, people?
That's not that bad.
Oh man, this is so annoying. I can't risk this. There's that. Wait. Okay, so that's there. So I want to make sure. Temporary local.
See if you can like open up the different game.
Oh my god.
Okay, people, we are about to go to a crazy place. All right, you guys ready? I'm about to close this. Please, please.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna.
Oh my gosh, I am so nervous. I am. Ooh, my gosh.
We're about to go to a crazy place.
Oh my god.
Right, that's right. See if you can.
Yes! Oh my god, people. Okay, people. Oh my gosh. That has failed us. That has failed us too many times. We're okay. Oh my god. Okay. Just gotta make sure that works. So now I can do this. Now I can do this. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Why? Hey, okay. So, Clown, why'd you say you're gonna lose your shit in MGSV? Guys, we're playing Snatcher. It's working. Okay, let's go. There is a reception booth in the middle of the floor, as upstairs, and there are 3 doors off the hallway. Everything is exactly the same. It's like we've jumped through. It's like we've jumped through time or something. The monitors and control consoles appear well cared for. In other words, this stuff gets looked at regularly. You better be careful. Oh my gosh, guys, thank the Lord. Quiet, Gillian. They will hear us if we make too much noise. I haven't even looked in the second room yet. Whoa, this is much different than the first one. On the first floor that was not underground. So how's everybody doing? Thanks for being here. So excited that I got this to work. Gosh, you're moist.
I can feel it down in my plums.
Emily, how you doing? By the way, she's going to be watching Taxi Driver for the first time. A favorite of mine. Going to be watching Arrival, a badass movie. So, I'm very excited for those to watch those and get to hear her opinion on those because, I think she's really going to like those movies if you guys have seen those. We're in room number 2. Look at this. Some kind of testing equipment is running. That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. It is well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers. It is a microsurgery system. No cobwebs in this room. There are a number of jars for formaldehyde and other chemicals. Okay. Of course, the banquet beer. Okay, I gotta get north. I lost my voice, so I'm just gonna be talking pretty much like this the whole time. I'm not even tired, so I'm, like I had a nice little nap. Just lost my voice. Metal Gear. There are a number of machines for biotech experiments. It seems that they are quite serious about their work. There are all finest quality monitors, microscopes, and the like. Perhaps they are culturing skin cells. The room is illuminated with red light. It makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. What are they doing here? What's with all these samples? This place looks a lot more than a place that treats skin cancer. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. It's a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. I'm doing wonderful myself, Emily. By the way, my goodness, that woman is gorgeous. I just have to say that about her. Like, knockout.
I feel it down in my plums.
Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples here. Monoclonal antibodies. What in the world is that? Antibodies are said to which have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's no mistake. This is definitely their maintenance hospital. No, Emily, it's, that would be like Mei Ling's response. Oh, you're just flattering me. No, I'm serious. The snake would say, no, I'm serious. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, a nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices. That's a particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles from a number of different treatment techniques. The machine is in standby mode. It looks like the Snatchers were working on artificial skin regeneration techniques as well as various cancer treatments. What do you think? Sure looks like we've found their hideout to me. Let's take a look at that next room. Game audio, okay, guys? Guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am. This schmimulator has been giving me a lot of schmroblems because it can go schmuck itself in the schmut. But I just have to say, I'm so glad that it ended up working out. Because right there was a do or die mode. I don't know why it was doing that, why it wasn't going full screen, but sometimes you just have to, programs just weird until you close them and relaunch them, but every time we had closed this, I couldn't get it to save. I had lost my save like every fucking time that I did this. Fuck. It says morgue. Morgue as in where dead bodies are kept? There are only 2 buttons here. Okay, I forget this little tidbit, this little trick. Fuck. Not to save. Yeah, I know there's only fucking 2 buttons here. Has been used quite recently. Okay. Designed the same as upstairs. My goodness, come on, come on, come on. Think about it. Think about it. Put your brain into it. Put your willpower. Put your indomitable willpower into this puzzle. Dominate it. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Hell yeah, hell yeah, Clownin. Fuck. Micah, come on, come on, come on. So you guys, not gonna be starting it tonight, but the next late night stream will definitely be either Gree or Police Knots. Gree is like a really beautiful indie title that just goes for its art, like all about its art design and music, and I really need to I don't know. I really need to fucking play that shit. Alright, people. My balls are busted. Dual windowing it. Thank you, McChief.
Brother, it's been too long.
So they work just like upstairs, huh? Yeah, I know they work like they do upstairs. Hey, how you doing, Kurt? Good morning and good night as well as over here.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Should any ETA should be happening this week. Should be happening this week. Alright, I'll push switch number 2. Fucking okay. It was supposed to be happening by last Friday, but I have the worst. Like when I sent Gamer Mom her camera, it took fucking forever. When I sent that webcam to her, it took for fucking ever to get out to her. And she lives in Arkansas too, so I mean. Let's see here. I cannot think of this puzzle. There's just something I'm not thinking of here. I cannot remember. Hey Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Kurt, this game's incredibly expensive. Yeah, Keith, so I just say give it time, man. Like because she wanted a webcam, she doesn't use it all the time, but the webcam that she currently has, you know, when I sent that thing, it took like 3 weeks to get to her. So I just never had good luck with mail. Yoshi's. And I can't. I mean, there was times when, the post office was telling me it would be arriving like. No, for Gamer Mom to get her camera for when I sent that webcam to her, it took 3 weeks. 3 fucking weeks. Emily, I'm gonna get my premium package. It's gonna be a big old, just a fucking the tallest box. Yeah, Keith, 3 weeks. And she's also in Arkansas, so just. What's wrong, Kona? What the fuck? Yeah, dude, I have horrible. I don't understand. I just do regular. Come on. Don't. No, I would. No, I'm just gonna show up in a box, and I'm gonna show up in the box. I'm gonna come up. Yeah, bandana. He's gonna open up and be like, "Kept you waiting, huh?" Just kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? I don't know this fucking puzzle. I'm looking it up. I can't fucking remember. So I'm sorry. So Keith, I'm sorry, man. I was told Friday. It's now Monday. Should be this week. No, Emily, that's all I could ever want right now, but unfortunately, I probably weigh too much. I'm a highly suspicious package. And say, hey, no, wait. This is a bombshell in here. We cannot send this. Get the white pussy on here. Oh, I'm definitely looking up. I can't remember this fucking puzzle to save my life. I mean, I'll give it a couple more times. I still haven't found. I'm looking it up. I can't find it, but I'm just gonna keep pressing stuff. Metal Gear, help me. Someone fucking help me. I remember Cheat Code Central. I remember that shit. You kidding me? Whoa. Just can't imagine a bunch of snatchers crawling around waxing floors. Why don't we check out the other rooms until we figure out how to open the third door? I gotta do that one.
What the fuck? I just saw it. That's right. Surprise! It's me and Kona. Yeah. She's been very sad lately.
Yeah.
No storm. She's been meowing a lot. She's been needing, like when she did like the paw thing. She randomly started doing that. She's just been much more like meowy.
I just gotta move this because it gets completely in the way of the game audio. I mean, not game audio, just a bunch of all the text and shit.
Yeah, you can like move it somewhere else.
I could move it over here, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just trying to.
no, you can't go like in a different corner. Like,
This should work. There we go. Perfect. I actually get in the way of that shit too. So that's the smell of cancerous skin cells that Gibson wrote, huh? K. And we've already read all this. Equipment techniques they're using, most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology of the most developed countries. It's a rough approximation, but I would say that there are 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of the research material here, is it appears to be primarily the work of the individual. You're telling me that all this work on the Snatcher's artificial skin is being carried out by one person and not some government institution? The design of this lab is in violation of a number of the biohazard prevention safety codes. While safety cabinets have been installed, there are no the glass or sterilizer anywhere. This is quite far from P4 level. I seriously doubt this lab was set up by a government or any other large organization.
where are the other headphones?
Check.
There.
Oh, they're right here.
I was like, they're just there a second ago.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, I just saw them. This thing's set up weird.
Yeah, it just has to be farther down. It's no big deal. Let's be right here. It's cool.
Okay. What? Jesus, Aeon.
Watch your language in front of the lady, punk!
Already ran all this.
You better not be fucking window captioning your PC anytime soon. Get kicked off YouTube real quick. Oh damn it! Now we can't see that. Actually, I wonder if we can.
Can't do anything.
Can't do anything. You can kind of see it. It's 12 watching right now.
Yeah. Shit. This is quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not stocked this well. Oh, gear, do something.
You can smell it.
You can smell the room.
What's that smell?
What's that smell?
It smells like chocolate and strawberries.
Chocolate strawberries.
I wish that's the only thing I wish they would. I mean, he does. There's a lot of comedy in Metal Gear, but like if he would have just did more like this really dumb stuff like that. I don't know.
What is between has been polished quite. The surface of the bed is still quite warm. It is as if someone was lying there until just a few moments ago.
Are you stuck?
I'm not picking up any movement, at least not anymore. There was some movement, but I've lost it now. When you look at them like this, there isn't much difference between them and humans, is there? The skeleton is gone. It was definitely there a moment ago. I read movement. This room. Gillian, watch it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
Let's
All
go.
right, Random.
Hell
Metal,
yeah.
Let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Oh shit.
Oh my
I think it's definitely
God.
dead or terminated this time. Oh, like, because look, the body snatchers in this are a reference to Terminator skeleton, so. Would you hand me that sweet little thing over there?
It's ready. It's ready.
Yeah. So how is everybody doing tonight? How are you doing, Gamer Mom? I was I was in the middle of a nap. I hope Horizon's going well for you. It's a fantastic game.
I was taking a dump earlier.
I was taking a dump. I couldn't stop myself. It was like everything was flowing through me.
It's so much better. Your battery's so much better. Not your pen, it's your battery.
Yes, all its functions have ceased.
Yes.
I don't read any residual energy either. Emily, you still there? I don't want you to miss a damn second of this game. Also, still, a fox for Fox. Fox is Fox, Emily.
How do I get over here? Do I just suck bad? What do I do?
You don't suck good.
I don't suck at
You suck at sucking.
I guess that's good to suck at sucking. Being a guy and all.
Guys, it's okay. Are you alright, Gillian? I'll live. It hit me twice, though. That was quite a tough customer. You get a few hundred of those together, and that would be it. Gillian, let's get on with the investigation. The remains of the Snatcher are on the floor.
On the floor.
On the floor. Its functions have completely been terminated. It won't be moving again. So it looks like this is what they're doing their treatment, and the proof is over there on the floor.
Proofs in the pudding. Where did I put
Just like the last one, you never know when you might pop out. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian. So now we're down to just room number 3. We're in Hospital's hallway. Yeah, I know we're down to door number 3. It's a very heavy door. Strength alone won't be enough to open it. I fucking get that. Okay.
We need another switch.
You fucking... I don't fucking know this puzzle anymore. She used the Heelys to escape the Feelies. Ooh. Someone just fucking help me. I don't want to look it up, but I feel like I have to. That's my spaghetti. I'm gonna go in here again, just hope for the best. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Gamer Mom, how did you enjoy Horizon?
Yes, we would like to know.
I fucking love that game. It's my favorite game ever. It makes me have good dreams.
Makes me feel like a young boy. Oh, fuck, man. I can't think of this shit.
You gotta smell it.
Smells like burning machinery.
Nice, okay. Burning machinery. Machines burning. Strength. More than strength needed for door 3, Bass. Go to door 2.
Oh my god. There's a trick to this.
Go to 2. It's gotta be it.
Maybe it can open using the...
Want to be at the same time. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
It's just, no, it's just a matter of trial and error and activating a part of the conversation that activates this.
I was bullshitting
Alright,
right there, TJ.
Let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
God, this
The
game can
two
be
buttons
painful
are on
like that.
opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if two of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the
Zoinks.
same system they used to use in nuclear missile
Get ready for
silos
this
in the
shit,
late
okay.
20th century.
Harry
One made
Benson, our
stories from
engineer,
one man going
and
nuts
our
and acting
Benson
alone.
Cunningham, our chief,
Well, it's gonna
are
be short,
probable
but let's give it a
snatchers.
try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2.
What's it take to be
You
a
ready?
snatcher?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
1, 2, 3, or
With
1, 2, 3,
safety
go.
measures like that,
No,
they
1,
must have
2,
had a
3,
good
and
reason for
Buzz.
wanting to keep it closed.
You don't talk about 5 Express.
Are you ready, Random? Let's have a look in the last room. This is a really good part coming up. Everything from here on out is incredible. You want to...
Oh.
Good God!
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their
Alright,
war.
Gamer Mom.
Perhaps
GG,
victims
Mama.
of the Snatchers.
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the
Pineapple
bodies of the
Express is like
originals they
one of my
snatched from
favorite
places
His name's
like
Random
Outer
Hajil.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and
Guys
Outer
hear the game
Heaven
all
was
right?
Freddie, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not
voice
because of
acting's
who he
pretty
was,
good
but
for
what he
back in
did.
the day.
It's a 30-year-old
After
game.
all,
Yeah.
with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we just nailed 4 snatchers.
It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now is being used as little more than a closet. There's a ventilation duct on one side of the room. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other three are little more than skeletons. There's a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidation. There are a few droppings on the floor from mice who are no doubt feeding on the bodies. A number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least. But it's definitely a human body. The insects infesting a decomposing body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15
I've
days,
seen this on
making an 8 by 15 day or 4 month cycle. As such, the analysis of the variety, number, and size of organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation for which group is currently present. In other words, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies, so it must have been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months have passed. Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such a determination would require more extensive facilities than available here. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth, anything that could be used to make an identification is gone. Damn snatchers. They were careful to make sure their identities didn't get out. If we even had some teeth, we might be able to make an ID. What about these teeth here? They've definitely been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. I guess we'll never be able to ID them. There is a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction, a good idea. Great idea. Oh, what a horrible smell. Metal, let's do reconstruction on the bodies.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and surgical X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction.
Oh yeah, it's
First, victim's age.
We smelled him.
Based on
We
1,
felt it.
presence or
Deep.
absence of cranial fontanelles.
I can
and
feel it
4
down in my
cranial
plums.
sutures. 2, area of facial region and cranium. 3, height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4, location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1, overall size of cranium. 2, parietal bone angle. And 3, development of splachnocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1, overall cranial configuration. 2, volume of intracranial cavity. And 3, mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing.
Lisa.
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous
Kojima
reconstruction.
30 years before knowing the trend.
Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face?
Shinfui?
Chin Shu O Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis
Kojima's been doing
complete.
cutscenes for
Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the
For a
previous
long time.
reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
It's
Yeah, this is
It's the
longest
chief!
cutscene.
What?
What?
the chief is a snatcher. The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Yes.
Judging from the condition of the body,
Perfect
I would
timing.
estimate that the snatching took place
Look.
approximately 1 month ago.
Welcome on in, everybody. Hold on.
It was the chief
It's a
who
big part.
sabotaged our turbo site.
Thank you so much, Budge.
The matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have picked them matches.
And decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself
I
in a
can't
pretty
pause it.
dangerous spot.
If it was the chief,
Make sure to sub, guys. We gotta get love.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining the Pudge Raid.
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
Damn.
Nat Bay, Christopher, Sean, Nick, Craig,
Your little
Pudge,
investigation is over.
Christopher. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
It's them!
Poetic Injustice. Hold on. This is just a big part. Enjoy, people. This is Hideo Kojima's second IP, 1988. This is the 1994 Sega CD port. Enjoy. This is Snatcher. And this is a really intense part. Enjoy, people. Rodrigo, Derpy Dine.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster! I'm hitting the leg!
Thank you, Juliana.
Is that the
Thank you, everybody.
best you
Thank you,
can do,
Pudge.
Junker?
GG, everybody.
Who's there?
Excellent save.
You all, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished.
Listen to this dialogue,
Our
people.
plans move forward.
Perfect time. Great
We are
timing.
now entering
Fred.
phase 2.
Dance, baby, dance.
And when we do, not only this city, but the entire
Thank you,
world
Chief.
will be ours to command.
Wow, thank you,
Phase 2?
Fred.
Just
What are you
listen,
talking
people.
about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws
Going
in
great,
our
Sean. How about
artificial
you?
Skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This
game's
was
30
the only
years old,
difference
people.
between us
This music
and
right
you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
I just can't pause it, or else we would have paused
Once
it.
we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end,
It's so good.
and we'll move in
is
force.
amazing.
Yeah, this
to
part's
take
really
over
good.
the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Pudge, you're the
talking
fucking
about?
man, dude. Everybody go sub to
I'm
that,
sure you're
that
aware
man right
that
now.
the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem,
Thank you,
opens
everybody, for being
tomorrow.
part of the Pudge Raid who liked.
Is
Make
that
sure you
right?
hit that sub.
Yes.
Smack it.
Countries around the world are concerned
Make sure you
about
hit.
the
It's for your
Snatcher
health.
problem. It will be one
We're
of the
close
main
to
topics
750.
discussed at
And
this
once we
year's
get to
summit.
750,
That's right.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
Love Daddy's going
we
back to his
attack
Hooters
the
outfit.
summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must
Here
I
we go.
explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
All right, Pudge.
The chief, Cunningham. So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
Modnar? Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but
How you doing,
Our
Derpy
goal
Dan?
is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
you're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the
Madnar.
human spirit.
Madnar.
I think
M-A-D.
not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy
we
begins
go.
with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together. That of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
It's a reference to that. Rodrigo, yes.
At this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
Here comes his theme. I love Random's
Got a big
theme.
fireworks show ready.
Here
for
comes
them.
these synths.
Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow! Oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this. Might as well have been shot in the head.
Ow! Ooh.
There must be some way out of here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
Keith,
It's December.
you'll come
You're
around
late for
someday, buddy.
fireworks.
Someday.
So it'll be an off-season show.
One of these
No,
days.
I
One of
can't
these
let you.
days.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me?
I got a powerful strobe on me.
Anyway, Gillian.
Let me show it to you.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you.
It'll blind you. It'll blind you when you see it.
Quite busy, you know.
You ready?
Where?
When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
in action.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
Oh.
Oh my god.
Garth.
I can feel it down in my plums.
Oh. Oh.
Metal, are you okay? Metal, something broken?
Language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
I'm so sorry about that,
Thick
Aeon.
walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast.
Oh,
If
yeah,
it
I
wasn't
remember
for
when
Random,
we were
we
talking about
wouldn't have
that.
made it.
Fuck, man.
Oh, Random.
Gillian,
It's nowhere
we have no
near
time
that,
for
but I'm
grief
really
now.
sad that
We
I
must
can't
get
play
back to Junker
Bioshock 2.
headquarters as quickly as possible.
Fucking figure it
Harry
out.
and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
I was waiting for you to ask, let there be light. Oh, I love this. Look how cool this art looks. And this is what the reference is in MGS4 when Snake in Act 3 is wearing a trench coat, his hair, he's got the young Snake face camo on, wearing the exact same outfit as Gillian Seed, and then you have Metal Gear Mark 3, which is a clear, it's the exact same thing from this, which is Metal Gear Mark 2. This guy right over there. So in MGS4 and Act 3, it's just a giant Snatcher reference. If you have Metal Gear Mark 3 out and with the outfit he wears in Europe.
That was fun. Doing that right there. I don't know.
Well, let's try moving forward. There could be Snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution.
I feel like I'm about to go trick or treating.
Oh, yeah. Oh, ooh.
Getting moist now. Getting moist now.
Hit.
I feel like I just need a baseline.
Hit. How far does this thing go?
I need the beach.
Are you sure that thing has an exit? It's constructed quite well. There are signs that construction to reinforce has been carried out. We can't go back. The way is blocked by debris.
Puff
Scratch?
Daddy would so sample this. Otacon and Snatcher.
It looks like it
Otacon is a
continues for
snatcher.
some distance. We can probably keep moving forward, but it's likely to be a dead end. Buried alive, eh? Great. Check real careful. There's got to be a way out somewhere. I can hear the sound of water flowing, and we must be close to a way out of this thing. Men, are you picking up any movement? I'm afraid the shock of the explosion has damaged my motion detector. So is it working or not? I'm getting partial readings, but they are not as sensitive as they should be. If we get attacked in a narrow area like this, we've had it. Please pray for us, Gillian. We've got to make it out of here. Damn, so I have to depend on my own eyes and ears, do I?
Keith, I think it's P. Dennis now.
My light isn't power enough to continue on. I can hear water. It can't be a dead end.
P. Dennis.
Snatcher, maybe they were using this as some kind of shortcut or back route.
Is he in a vent right now? Is that where he's at? Is he in a vent?
Dance to it. We're beating this game tonight, people. Alright, have a good one. Have a good one, Chief.
Have a good Chief night.
What's this? There's some sand spilled here. How did this get here?
We're the ambiguous crew.
Alright, now
you can't
analyzing
say
the sand.
duo. Don't say duo. We're the crew.
We're the crew. Iron particles, high quantities of phosphorus. This type of sand is not particular to the M district and Neo Kobe. The M district, around the old factory, right? What's that mean? That's probably correct. Endostructures before the artificial skin was installed. Seems most likely.
I was going to the ding, ding, ding.
Come on. So there's probably a sewer somewhere nearby. Can we fucking move forward?
I want to use my gears. You didn't see my comment earlier.
I didn't.
I asked if there was any wood gears.
Okay, sounds good, Poetic. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of a raid.
Yeah, thank you, Poet.
Oh my god.
This is it for everybody. Thank you for being here. Remember, this is Ambiguous Gaming, where we do aim to play in the most non-sexual manner possible. Make sure to smack that like. Hit that sub. It's for your health.
For your health.
And then after it happens, you feel it.
I can feel it down in my plums.
Subscribe. Become a bigger hunk.
I'll rub his head some more.
Oh no. You're gonna tell... Somebody's gonna tell you to give me a nuggie. I don't want no nuggies. I hate nuggies. They hurt.
I'm not gonna give you one. Don't worry.
Like, you ever get an Indian burn? You just grab your arm and twist opposite ways. Fucking... Woo!
And that's what saved us. I guess we should thank them, huh? Seems that it's not just a simple air duct.
Let's hit you in the back. Hit you in the back.
So that means the name of these things were used regularly. Yes, there's certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. Achoo!
Who cleaned my duct?
Gillian, is it Snow 9? Alright, I will gather and analyze a sample of the air here. Gillian, the results are as I would have expected. Though the concentration is thin, there is definitely Snow 9 present. Snow 9, huh? Is it okay to breathe it? You will be safe at these concentrations. Further we go, the higher the concentration. Must be coming from that direction.
He got his nickname from getting smacked with a fish. I think he can get Indian burned. Aeon, come on, man.
I'm not reading anything at the moment. Come on, it's all this. Listen. Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be a snatch close to you, dude. You've got to be close to a snatch.
Dude, the snatch is so close. If you just,
I can almost smell the snatch. It's close.
These scratches and present of Snow 9s, I'd say it's definite. Definite. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. We can finally fucking advance. Alright, continuing moving forward. Jeez, this thing just keeps going.
Never trust the snatch.
Insectors! Gillian, you've got your blast. You've got to be kidding me. Fuck you. Fuck.
Touch my boobs.
We'll try a controller for this. Whew. Whew. They really build a lot of those things, don't they? Gillian, are you injured? Barely. They only hit me once. Those insectors must be security for this area, which means at the end of this duct. I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Don't want to meet up with any of those spiders. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gillian.
I think you should drive instead.
Metal, don't let your guard down.
Metal, don't let your guard down.
Hey, yo, Metal, don't let your guard down.
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's four lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
Alright, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Twin snakes. I love this art.
No, this looks really cool right here.
How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Metal, can you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues as far as I can see. That's the area we just passed through. I see nothing out of the ordinary. The only sound is that of our own footsteps. Metal, how much farther do we have to go to reach this next station? Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I cannot give you an accurate figure. This part of the system didn't have very many stations. We will probably have to walk quite a bit further. But how does it smell?
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Something smells in here. Help me out, would you?
This whole thing stink. But our nose has been out in the cold too long.
What was that?
What part of the city is this? I believe we are probably underneath the MR district. Hey, Metal. Yes, Gillian? Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were awake. You were just there, Gillian. There's nothing unusual about it. The tunnel seems to go on for some distance.
Zoinks.
Gillian, what's wrong?
Look, Metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder. We seem to have emerged into an odd place.
Anybody remember?
Wait, this room.
That's where I was created.
It's Freddie Nielsen's bathroom. He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway. So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using
welcome back,
the secret
Pudge.
passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double-bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
So are they like vampires?
I mean, they have like, they're robotic, they're androids.
What's it take?
So like they have artificial skin.
Are they snatching?
Bodies, people, important figureheads, like VIP kind of
Do they
people.
become them?
Yeah, they kill them without people knowing, take their identities.
Faces.
They take their identities, and they have to be a certain height. They can't do children or old people. Like they have to do like people that are a certain weight and height. And they usually go after people who are like influential figureheads, like political.
I know. I was just. I know figureheads.
It appears that the faucet is a double construction functioning as a switch as well. You can see your reflection in the mirror. I prefer not to be strangled like that again, thank you. This is Freddy's living room. I'm gonna investigate that map. It's a late 20th century map. Moscow, huh? Shinshuo over at Queen's Hospital had a picture of the St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of a red square hidden. How come everybody is such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Before the explosion, didn't Shinshuo say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago in the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that area, isn't it? Moscow 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers no doubt lies there. This has to have some kind of meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up there just as decoration. Tate, you mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Killian. You have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know. I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah, jeez. I feel like I'm breaking into breaking through the place or something. We're outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. Look, there's a taxi over there. It's a manned taxi. The driver is behind the wheel. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Nope. Alright, let's board the taxi. We've boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a manned cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. The driver is a medium height and medium build. Hey, this is a black taxi. No, don't be so nosy, okay? The driver's identification is not posted on the dashboard. Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? His face is concealed. Polarizing film has been placed on the rearview mirror. Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? We're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? We're in a hurry. Is that some kind of a joke, sir? You can't be serious. This is a manned taxi, you know. I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell! Gotcha, bitch.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez.
I got the
That
poo on
was
me.
waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
I got the poo on me.
We have arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal, this is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, guys. Oh, shit. Guys, shit's going down in Snatcher right now. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is the lobby.
Is this getting at the end or something?
What? The shutter reception booth is closed. This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It is automatically lowered in times of danger. The surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an enemy weapon. I read motion. Something is in the booth. Anyway, we have to open somehow. Okay. Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I've located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I will be able to open the shutter. We have to open this somehow. Fucking open it. I know, guys. There are a few holes in the shield. No doubt it's been caused by cannon. This is the Snatchers who did this. Anyway, we have to open this somehow. I know. I fucking know. Can we do this, please? So headquarters has been put on emergency status. Oh my God, thank you. Now plugging into emergency external connection port. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
Alright, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme
The
caution.
Snatchers meet their
Anything
rivals,
could be
the
inside.
Grabbers.
Oh no.
Oh no, this bitch dead.
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry Carey?
Harry put
Guys,
me in
we're
the
beating
pod and
this game
sealed the main
tonight.
door.
Here we go,
He
people.
locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in.
Harry,
Gillian,
the
please
engineer.
help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in. Metal, we're going in.
Wait.
No.
Be
Ooh.
careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Just let the music flow in you.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry, I'll watch myself.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, dude, he's definitely dead.
We're in the main hallway. What's this? Someone is down. The hat. Harry.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbocycle, and that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really that bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay. It doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This'll work out
I'm
perfect.
getting
You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and
He
rest
ain't
up?
dead, he's just high.
Sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know
Gillian, I got
I'm gonna make
a
it.
hold of a bunch of LSD and drank a bunch of cherry juice. It's all over the floor.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean.
Okay, say no
three of us.
homo.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
The
blood
blood.
pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human
Everybody's got blue
warmth,
eyes in this game.
companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find
Blood just
something I
start coming out of his
lost.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Memo, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
This is the chief's office.
I just blow every room up.
What? In a place like this? Alright, I'll check in now. Please be careful. What? Oh, sorry, nothing there. Alright, now investigating. No Snatchers here. Alright, I'll check in now. Please be careful. Sorry, nothing here. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. I don't read any movement. We're the only ones in this area. You just check there. Alright, now checking the locker. Sorry, nobody there. Oh, sorry, nothing there.
Didn't check the motion detector.
No worries. This is engineering. Alright. But the only place he could hide in this room is here, right? Alright, I'll check it out. Please be careful. Okay, nothing there. Just gotta hit everything, you know? There's no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. The ceiling fan is the only thing moving. Yeah, I check everywhere. Alright, I'll check it now. Okay, no Snatchers here. We are the only ones registering. Okay.
Not finding anything above or below, in between or inside, outside. You gotta go inside and search it for yourself. Find a big
Here we go.
smelly snatch.
Listen, look.
Something moving. There's something going
Wait,
on.
what's this? There's something on the desk. There's some kind of stain on the desktop.
Dripping.
It's blood. It appears that blood is dripping from the ceiling. There's no stain like this a few moments ago. Alright, why don't we investigate the ceiling? Cunningham!
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
No.
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside
Emily!
headquarters.
Welcome
Snatcher
back!
has been wounded. We should look for traces of the
Man.
It's been too long. Kept you waiting, huh?
Unless you've been watching the whole time, you've missed a lot. You've missed a lot.
Yeah, thoroughly examine everything, but you just didn't look up. Like, oh man, there's blood on the desk now. Why didn't I look at the ceiling before? I just looked straight.
We're in the main hallway. There are no traces of blood here. The Snatcher's been wounded, but there's blood, must be blood elsewhere.
Yeah, it's gotta be it.
You've been here, kinda. Well, glad to have you back now, because it's getting intense. Things are getting real in here, Emily. Getting real in here.
You better shoot him when you see him. Don't hesitate.
Get crunky with it. Where the fuck did he go? You never know. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Oh shit!
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
Get him.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
Oh, fuck.
Mika!
Dude, you're in some weird. You're in the weird shit, Benson.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency
Mika,
light's
why
going on
did
so
you short in
suddenly.
half?
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
So robust.
Shoot, Gillian, kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now,
I'm
Junker.
gonna kill him with that motherfucking fang on me.
Shoot it.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Thank you. Is any inspiration for
Harry? I
Nah,
got him.
I just
A little bit different.
Random?
this is from Terminator.
Sorry it took so
Yeah,
long,
true
but
that.
this ought to make us even.
So school face isn't really
Junker? You may have stopped
Say
me,
that
but
fine
it's
piece
not
of
over
ass.
yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into Phase 2. For that we will
Phase
enlist
2.
the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless. As long
Who's
as
that?
you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory?
Fucking
Comrades?
badass shot right
Professor
there, people.
Lorraine?
Just straight up Blade Runner all over the scene right now.
Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika.
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city
Harry
is still
died,
full of snatchers.
Emily.
I made
This fight is just
a
beginning.
promise to Random Harry.
All right.
Gillian,
It's about to
I
get
have an
more
urgent
real.
video call from Jamie. I'll
Your
connect.
wife.
Go.
From your wife.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory. So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been
Shit's,
better off never
dude,
remembering.
shit gets so real in this
Okay,
game.
Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Modner.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor
Snow 9.
Z.
Snow 9. Act 3 is short. Interesting fact about this game. This Act 3 is not in the original MSX2 game. Like from 1988. You could not see the ending and conclusion of the Snatcher story until 6 years later, where it was ported on the Sega CD to America with English voice acting, redone music. Like, Act 3 did not exist until 6 years later, until this port happened. So imagine that being the ending of the game. Right there. Like, until 6 years later. This recap is awesome. You're going to love this. Anything you've missed. Yeah, Emily, you're here at the perfect time. Here comes the recap that they always do.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Sony, Sega.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion carried out just last week shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our junker authorization.
That baseline.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
Listen to that baseline.
There are rumors that they're going
It's
to
real
use
metal.
nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
Oh,
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, Emily.
Mental.
Incredible. I'm so glad you came back for this part.
Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Oh, that key's in the background.
Gillian.
Mental, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
What's up, Kiwi?
Well, you see...
Mental!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
How you doing, Kiwi?
You and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of
Alien
when you were placed
reference.
there.
That's an
In
alien
addition,
shot from Alien.
The third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased.
Okay, Kiwi.
This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
Look.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
How you guys enjoying this so far? Emily, I need to know.
Harry was my son.
I can't wait for you to see Police Knots next.
No, it was highly classified information.
Next
He was
late
never
night
told.
No, it's just his other
I was
visual
never
novel
able
game.
to do anything for him.
It's better.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
First of all, what's the Snatcher's weak point? This is the Snatcher's weak point? Think carefully about your answer, Gillian. That's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basal of their skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250-350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. That's the reason why they are so limited as to when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of the winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that Sean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. God, my gut voice is so gone right now. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone...
Sweetie. I'll be your sweetie.
Can you be Mika?
It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans.
That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? This is the method of the movement that the Snatchers were using? That's right. They were using the abandoned tunnels of the tube liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able to get around, move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner.
Well, what do I got? I mean, that's what I do, guys. I make it moist.
Make it moist, right? Again. I want you to make it drenched.
So maybe there's a tunnel under their main base as well.
There's a good chance of that.
I always get laughing halfway through.
Next, what phenomenon was always observed about any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels?
Cough. Yeah.
This is the phenomenon you're talking about? That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? This is the reason for the sneezing.
You just know this from playing like through the game.
In all the lore. Yeah, I mean,
as you're going through it.
You are correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. So it's like just in case you took, like you saved after Act 2 and you went back a few days later, it refreshes you. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present is where areas in the around the Inner River, and has been cleared out of the other areas because of the danger it presents.
So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Inner River, right?
That is a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Inner River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner near the Inner River. We must not forget that the 3 photographs that we found the Snatchers with, all of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map of the wall in Nielsen's apartment, the picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital, the photo of Red Square hidden at the chief's office. Why do Snatchers keep pictures in memorabilia like this?
Maybe they're homesick. Maybe that's where they come from.
Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little closer.
I'll show you the proof, Kiwi.
What city is related to all 3 of these pictures?
My Adam's apple's right here.
This is the city they have in common? That's correct. It's Moscow. Moscow must be where they are from, where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming.
You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators.
It's hard to read that part.
Yes, I know, right?
Creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance.
Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of an image as an emotional base.
I can't deny that, Kiwi. It was Halloween, though. Wait, was it a skirt?
You wore all kinds of stuff.
I was wearing it. Those booty shorts.
Go ahead.
So Moscow is the creator and their home?
I mean, you did give me a lap dance with a bra on one time.
Gosh, dang it.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's timestamped too.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I wore that bra for like 30 minutes too.
I know, you kept it hidden.
It was itchy.
In the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
He's obsessed.
Moscow's really cold, right?
There's so
They
much
get a lot of
Russia
snow,
in
don't
Metal Gear games. It's
Snow?
ridiculous. It's literally like
No
almost
snow has been
every game.
recorded in
Russia
Neo
is
Kobe
involved.
in several years.
Well, then that's
Sweet
not
Mother
it.
Russia.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal
Is there some
bioengineered
sort of
stuff, Snow
point
9.
to this sad
Now
story?
that you mention it, wasn't it
What?
snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has
Nothing
to
that
be
you won't
somewhere close to
understand.
the Ida
Land,
River.
friends, dignity,
The Ida
all to
River
the
flows for
soul to the
miles
highest
around
bidder.
here,
The
Gillian.
United
We
States,
could
the
never
United
search it
States of
all in time.
America. We got all kinds of fucking
Let's look at a
swords.
map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city.
Mother
around the
Russia
Ida
can
River.
rot for all I
This blue
care.
area is that in which Snow
Fall
9 is
asleep
present.
before your head hits
Now I'll
the-
superimpose a chart of the abandoned two-liner tunnels.
You'll be asleep before
From
your
this, we
head
can
hits the
establish those
match.
areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian.
Murder me!
The image of home thing we were talking about. Maybe there's some kind of geographic
I
similarity.
sent Emily that video.
Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
I'm a demon.
What's this?
Zoinks.
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
Guys, this is a 30-year-old
The
game. Are you
headquarters
noticing
for the
something about
entire Soviet
Kojima
Union,
and the
the
length of
Kremlin.
this cutscene?
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Okay, this is the end, like right here. We're going to it right now.
This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
What did I do?
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
I want to be with
Hey, I'm
you.
a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I
Oh,
can.
the cutscene, yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it,
But
okay?
of course.
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Weird timing, but sure.
I'm married.
Not interested.
I'm
It'd
married.
be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I
What are we
heard
doing
you.
here?
Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you
Gillian, I
soon.
want to have babies.
Okay,
I
Mel,
want
let's go.
to do things that. I want to do things that gets your child in me.
Are you asking me out and crying at the same time? Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Now boring the turbo cycle.
Not fucking one of you speak of what just happened here.
Not one of you. None of you. Time to go to church
Input
first.
the map data on the Kremlin's location.
Time to go to church.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
I'm gonna tell everybody. Go run and tell everybody.
Altitude.
Let's go.
Jamie, please be safe.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours.
He looks pissed.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Thank you everybody for the 22
Radio
likes. Thank you all of you for
transmissions will
being
also be
here. Thank you
impossible
Pudge
from
for the
this point
raid.
on. Understood.
Those that have stayed. Make me feel all warm.
Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete.
I don't know if I
Gillian,
had dirty
we
time
are-
or if I fell asleep there for half a second. You ever had dirty time?
My dopamine increases.
Your dopamine just increased?
We've arrived at the church. Wow, now I know why they call it the Kremlin.
Because they got
It's
tits
a very
for towers.
It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt that they thought the same thing. It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. The building is about 50 years old, but it appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. This is definitely Snow 9. A sensor reveals that the tube liner system passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've gotten the right place.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That got it.
What's this? It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray to whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of them.
Gross.
This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy, isn't that random? Does look like random. One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. While the facial bone structure of the individual on the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks like too. This just looks too much like him to be coincidence. Holy shit! Emily and Natalia immediately said at the same time. Hey,
crazy.
This game is 9 years older than Final Fantasy VII, so. Liquid! Liquid! Oh, liquid! Something is written on the painting. Creator, Modnar. Oh, I know, I fucking know, Natalia. Emily shook. So is this Professor Modnar? The one the Snatchers were, the one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. These are the chairs,
right there.
This is, the whole area is
like
exceptionally quiet. So have they already left for the summit? It's very organized, almost inhumanely so.
Those right there.
Now moving into the back room. Check it out.
Oh shit! Don't wake him up.
Snatchers. Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They're all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So is this their warehouse, eh?
What's up, Papa Zombie?
There must be a few hundred of them there. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. There seems to be a number of containers stacked in the back of the room. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers would be just perfect for the shipping of one of these Snatchers. There is no doubt that how they got there.
I didn't.
There are no endostructures which they have not yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So the victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting for their turn. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Emily didn't see, so awesome. Fantastic. I'm sorry, Aeon. Papa Zombie, welcome here, buddy, but your first thing you ever said was a spoiler.
I'd read it, but I didn't really. I don't know. I'm really.
I do not see any tools of the equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This would appear to just a storage area. Yeah, just don't do that, and we will all get along smoothly. But welcome here, Papa.
Yeah.
I've played this game several times, so like it's not a spoiler for me. But for those that didn't have been watching this, a lot of people have never played this game. As you know, this is not a terribly popular game. It was a very, just due to poor localization and Sega CD didn't sell well. Like a lot of people missed out on Snatcher. Many people did, and Police Knots. Oh. Whoa, DJ, you didn't need to do that.
What are you doing, DJ?
He said sorry. Whoa, Papa, you're timed out for 5 minutes, but yeah, that was a little late.
Yeah, DJ,
that was a little.
To him about it, man. He just said you deleted the message that said sorry.
So Papa, just give it 5 minutes. That was accidental. That was accidental.
Yeah.
We would love to have you here. There was just a misunderstanding. It was late. DJ
just comes back in and just like, ah.
There's some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Unit. Force. Siberian Investigative Force.
Bring him back in real easily. Where the fuck did DJ go?
I didn't do anything,
No,
Clouded.
DJ did it. Now he's gone.
DJ, it's okay. I'm drying. Pudge, where are you drying?
DJ just popped back into fucking...
DJ!
Kick him and then left again.
Nobody's mad at you. That was just... It's, Sorry, but I just looked at that.
I mean,
No,
he
you're
said
okay.
sorry, man.
No, it's okay, but...
He said sorry, you gotta let it go.
He did say sorry.
It's like, fuck your sorry message, I'm deleting it. You gotta go. No, man, we gotta get to 1,000 subs, man. We can't be banning people off saying sorry.
It would appear that these Snatchers were brought into Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping in the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched. Just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here and in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. So yeah, he's not banned. So just Papa Zombie, you're still here. Obviously, you have played Snatcher. Come on in, join this awesome community that we have here. We're all very large. Pudge, myself, and many others are very large Metal Gear Solid fans of his games. Pudge is worth the sub as well.
We're very lenient with new people. I'll just say that. I don't know.
I do agree with that, but it didn't.
I don't know. Let's just keep going.
I'm a bit impartial because I don't know. I think that is a good point, but I guess since it's not a spoiler for me, I'm not taking in that perspective right now. Now that I think about it, yeah,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
It just didn't seem.
I give people a chance. Me personally, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's a spoiler, but the game came out 30 years ago. So, can you really get mad at the dude? Yeah, like, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not the type that's just like, oh, you gotta go. Like, you say, all right, dude, we don't do that here. You know, you tell them, you just let them know, and that's it.
A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back of this part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Are you ready, Gillian? No, but I understand. Like, I do hate spoilers though, but I can't move my mouse, so I can't do it. Like, I have no, like, the mouse, it's like a locked-in window as I'm playing this game, so I can't go over and delete things quick. So, like, I'm sorry that I didn't get to that quicker, people. I'm really sorry.
No, it was immediately.
I know Pudge got to it. Pudge got to it quickly.
I read it, and I didn't even really pick up on it. Like, I just said, what's up? I just saw it came in. I said, what's up, man?
Anyway, we're past it. No worries. There's still a lot of things you're yet to understand about that if you saw it. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. See, Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about
I wouldn't be killed by Snatchers. I'm too tall.
It would appear that they make those
I'm
adjustments
safe.
at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
You only heard this game about from me? Well, cool. That's me spreading the message of Kojima's hidden gems that people have not played and deserve to know. These cylinders are used to culture for the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. This is really advanced. The whole area is protected by a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. I'm not registering any sounds except those regular noises coming from the equipment here. It's a small metal door with a doorknob attached. It's a lock, but I should be able to open it from this side. Okay. I wonder where they're getting their funding from. They're probably supplying their financial backers with Snatchers as well. Sounds like a bomb. I know, I'm just clicking everything at this point. There are terminals must be connected to a host computer which monitors conditions in each of the cylinders. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of the people being to be snatched is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies
Ooh,
of
Emily,
the
you're only
victims, and
4
finally,
hours
they head out into the
away.
cities and the old subway system.
Stacked up a clean 5,600
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished
Fox
snatchers
is
over here.
Fox. Almost at 100 hours.
And she's dropping 1,000
Get
more.
a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
U.S. President, Prime Minister of UK, and...
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd.
I've done the same thing to Amy. I'll walk in the room and she'll have like the phone like next to her head, the sound on, but she's like sound asleep. I'm like, how do you sleep with the sound on next to your head? Like,
no idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something
lots
new.
of people helping Daddy.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Help out Daddy, people. The more people that help, Daddy will be pleased.
Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And
Feeling the plums.
privileges are suspended,
I can feel it down in my plums.
In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
Here we go.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue
Here we go.
Jamie
This is
in
the
that
end,
time.
guys.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and
I'm
then
sorry.
send the message.
Smack me.
I got my neck fucked up last night.
All right.
And I got a
Do it,
black
Metal.
eye. I got like a black eye
Don't
and
forget,
like 2
30
little like
minutes. You must get
fingernail
out
marks
before
under
then.
my eyelid right
I
now.
understand.
It's all fucked
Gillian,
up.
I'm sorry
Got
I
a cut on
couldn't
my
help you
hand.
better.
Don't
Oh,
worry
no.
about it.
I got
I'll be able to
karate
move
chop.
faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty.
Emily
Go,
doesn't
Metal.
lose.
Yes, sir. Don't forget, 30 minutes.
Hey, I lost this fight.
Hey, Big Bad Wolf. Welcome,
Big?
welcome.
What up, Big Bad?
30 minutes.
Hey, Emily won again. I had
That
nothing to
room's
do
the
with
only
that.
place left to check. Let's take a look.
Keep saying that, dude. We're gonna investigate.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This part sucks. No!
I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Excellent, Snake.
Blow it.
All right.
Blow it.
Let's
Blow the
open the
barrel,
next door.
Bass. Blow the barrel. Come
Hold on, hold on.
What are you doing?
Ooh.
I want you to blow my barrel.
Hold on.
It's too late now. There's gonna be no blowing. Why are you saving it now? Like that? In a weird way.
Okay, I just want to save. Okay. Oh my god. Hey, welcome back, Poetic.
Sheeped. There you go. Do you have to hit like resume? Because it said like pause something.
Yeah, the emulation is paused. Good call.
Shmimulation.
Good call.
Shmimulation.
Because this is a Hideo Kojima game. That's how he labels like all his games.
Doesn't look like there's anything here.
He's an auteur, which is like like a Quentin Tarantino film. Like they have a specific style to their film, to their work.
Another Spike Lee joint.
Fucking shit. Fuck. Fuck. Yep, I fucked up. That was way easier and I fucked that up. Like the other one was 100 times harder than that. Fuck, hold on. Nope. Don't have to do that.
Oh, that's why you saved it.
That's why you saved that. Because you have to do that whole part over again. Both, yeah. Like
I don't know why random Conan.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Fucking fucking shit is bullshit. That is bullshit. Dude, this is garbage.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Oh my god.
Jamie,
And that's
are you all
game
right?
over. It's all
Gillian,
cutscenes from
you
here.
came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry,
Congratulations,
he's our son.
Pudge.
He's been living on his own now for 50
now.
years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
Okay,
He's been
Klein.
confined
I'll
here
check
for
that
3
out for
years
sure.
now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial
I need
skin.
to play more point and click
Terrible.
games
Doing
for late
that
night
to your own
streams.
father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Zero.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War.
Kept you waiting,
The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever.
During the Cold War,
Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation.
Hello, Kiwi.
There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand,
Thank you
the
for the
major
25
powers
likes,
like the
everybody.
US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for
Thank you,
behavioral
JT.
science and psychology, you, Gillian.
Hey, JT.
Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining
sit back
momentum,
and relax, brother.
and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known.
Sorry if we
But
don't
some
talk
of the
much during this,
reformers did
people.
learn
It's
of
a
the
lot of
project,
cutscene.
and they conspired with
Here.
the U.S. to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to
I want to talk to all of
infiltrate
you. I
and
want to talk to
sabotage
Zach.
the
I want to talk
project.
to Alec. I want to talk to Emily. All the
Yes,
people
and the
that
government knows
mean the
that.
most to me.
That's
But
why you were assigned
I
to the
can't-
Junker team.
What?
Sean
Who am I?
Going down 4 pats.
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996,
Here we
there
go.
was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project.
Exactly,
Gillian,
Pud.
was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
this song.
It's
Somehow,
DP,
during the
DP,
confusion,
DP.
Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time. You and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic
song.
sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Oh my god!
Who's there?
Boom.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Good night, JT.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I
I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modnar, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I helped Daddy.
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain?
Daddy is quite pleased with you, Kiwi.
Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago,
Unacquainted love,
I
people.
was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy.
What's wrong, Emily?
My father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch.
Hey, Obi-Wan.
Jamie
Hello
and
there.
Gillian fell in love.
Hello there.
joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin. The area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason,
That's a big snatch.
a powerful biological
That's a
agent
big, mighty
which could
snatch
quickly
you
and
got
effectively
there.
kill the population of the country was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival
Almost
system
at 30
failed
likes,
to
people.
work.
Holy crap, thank you. During Snatcher, little niche game.
No, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the Bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the
Peaceful
pod.
face.
Besides, I could never have
Welcome
convinced her
on
to
in,
work
everybody.
with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then,
Yes, Emily.
to test the effect of large-scale
Police
snatch
Knots is much
operations,
better at
I
this.
chose Neo-Kobe City to be my
getting
experimental
tired.
sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country.
Police
in
Knots
itself,
is a lot better at
making
this.
it a perfect test
Not making
site.
it as much
And since
exposition.
it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather
Crazy,
extensive
man. My
data
dad-
on
dad
Snatcher
called me in the morning
modification
and said,
and operational
The
techniques.
earlier we go, it's gonna
In
be better.
addition,
It's gonna
the
be warm.
element of
Just get
suspicion
colder
or
as the day goes
mistrust,
on.
which runs deep in Japanese
What's he gonna
culture,
say?
was another reason I chose this
Say that in like
site.
6 hours.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and
accept
worked
it.
day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate
I like
with me.
Police Knots more in
Of
Snatcher,
course
but I
not.
love Snatcher.
He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, The tiniest speck of suspicion can
Miss you,
destroy
Jesse.
it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god
Except
to
Group
lead
Fug.
them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
We got a big Group Fug going on.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
Down by the bay. Look at this shit.
We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random!
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's
Doing
a
well, Jesse.
Snatcher?
How about you, my dude?
That term isn't exactly accurate.
It's been
This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
Daddy is all you need, Tara.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can
Daddy.
snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the
It
Kremlin.
just sounds provocative,
Even
that's
as
why I
we
like
speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this
How
anyway?
you doing, Tara?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites.
God.
Cannot miss.
Metal Gear is just like, fuck it, I'm taking over. Enough of the talk.
Stop this foolishness now.
Nightmare, nightmare,
I will
nightmare,
not have
nightmare,
my
nightmare,
research
nightmare,
destroyed
nightmare.
by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial
Hey,
skin
Peter,
has to be destroyed
welcome back.
as well.
You're at the end of the game. Welcome back.
To get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
How you doing, Peter? Leon slander is not tolerated here. That is a
You always were a real
request
pain in the
by
butt.
Emily. No, it's more of a demand. It's not. It's just simply not tolerated.
What's that?
Leon smells like doo-doo juice.
What? How did...
That's what I get.
You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Oh, wow.
Stop this foolish...
Dramatic. This is crazy.
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle
Maybe a little bit of Leon slander.
Let me
Done in
go.
moderation.
I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or
Thought his
what.
shit talking
You
thing.
and I are gonna die
Everybody
right
get
here.
wrecked.
If we both die, there won't be a
Everyone get
copy
wrecked.
anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational.
Little bitch.
Oh, Metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh!
Little John?
Okay, Metal.
Yeah!
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
Who said
By
Yoko?
snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go.
Hey, she's no Yoko.
Everything will be fine.
No.
You don't owe me any thanks.
Just kidding.
Sorry to get
I
you
know
involved
he
in
is.
such a
I
big
know he's
job.
kidding. I'm trying to think of
You did
something else.
great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Everyone's dead again.
Mid-Airborne Division has completed boarding. 7th Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me.
I think they got him.
I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back,
you do you, Aeon.
Let's try
you
living
do
together
you do
again.
the things that
What do
you
you
do.
say?
Don't be afraid to trigger anyone.
Never.
I don't give a fuck about that. People get triggered. Get the fuck on.
We'll be waiting for you too.
That's what I say.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've
Mika the
spoken
one
with her
down,
on the video
right?
phone
Yeah.
a lot of times.
What?
Is he playing dumb?
Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Mika tried to go with you, homeboy. Come on.
Just try to do a threesome.
They all want to go at it? All of them?
Look at this, man. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. I'm gonna say things right in front of our wife. This kid has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. Let's look at her one more time. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. Have a good night, Kiwi. Thanks for being here. I'm going to memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't forget it. Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes.
What the fuck?
She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. What job? I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home all the time. She told me that Jamie was worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call.
Good night, Kiwi.
With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina.
Trying to learn more about you.
You're saying this in front there.
Sex.
Just open
Sexual
it's just
situations.
It's just sexual seduction, intention, and pleasure right in front of his wife. But over here, it's non-sexual. Remember, hit that sub. It's for your health.
You're fumbling over the buttons over here.
Beyond just friends, That sounds pretty good to me. Jesus. Oh, don't be stupid. Oh, shit. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have warped minds sometimes, you know.
Talking like we got these jokes that we don't have.
They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. Sisters I want to sleep
dumb.
with.
Why are we fucking talking?
They're
to
just
you
like
about
family
that
to me now. Why? How can we activate this, please? Okay, now I can talk to Jamie. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about, Jamie? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't...
What is the point
Helium.
of this part?
Don't worry, no memories will ever change how I feel about you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
This game needs a sequel.
Well, if he did, he just decided like that was the next thing.
Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a second lieutenant as well, so let's try to work well together when we get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, eh?
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I'll want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
And he goes off to find other Snatchers and nothing happens.
Take me with you, please.
He's a Sega CD.
You? Metal?
Yes, sir. We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second.
Later, dude.
I've heard that sneeze somewhere
Have a good
before.
one, Aeon.
Really? I didn't hear anything.
Later, dude.
Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
It's just the wind from the plane.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Play that song, baby. I love this song. It's so simple.
It's late night. You're sitting back in your recliner, just watching some Netflix. You're a little hungry, so you get up out of your chair, stumble in, open up the fridge, pour yourself a glass of milk, walk over to the cupboard, get some Cheetos, maybe a couple chocolate chip cookies, and then you sit back and just groove.
So good. I know it could be a sound. It could be like that.
can't believe I just fucking
Jeremy fucking Blostein, baby. The translator for this and Metal Gear Solid 1. Yeah, he didn't even know. He's never seen this game before, so that timing was perfect.
I've had Steel Reserve before, dude. That shit. Oh. Wasn't it ever smoke?
Stella à toi. Alright, Pudge.
It's fucking 3:40 here.
Yeah, end the stream as soon as these credits are done. I do.
Put me in one, then I need to be taken to the ride, to the train ride to the super town.
Yes.
Where the thoughts never go down in a wrong way, but a right way. It's like Andre 3K speaking in Joel's mind today. Have enough sway to begin the day. And the big bell, hey. What do you say?
Next is Police Knots. Next late night stream, guys. The other visual novel by Hideo Kojima. A game that he holds very dear to his heart. Have a good one, Pudge. Thank you, Peter. Thank you hanging out with everybody here. Tara, Poetic, Clownin, Peter, DJ, Keith, Pudge, Natalia, Sean. I can't move the mouse, so represent yourself if you're still here. Thanks for being here for the 28 likes. Thanks for being a part of the raid. Emily, thank you for hanging out and watching this game. So glad you got to see it. We will be talking very soon about your opinions of this game. I'm glad you found us, Clown and Aeon. I know he just said goodnight, but thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Poetic. We can raid somebody. Yeah. Hold on. This is almost done.
I gotta head to bed though, so I'm gonna go have my wake up.
Alright.
What are you doing?
I work in the afternoon.
You work like late?
Not terribly late. No. Andrew, what's going on? But yeah, Emily, cannot wait to talk to. Wow, Jesus, cannot wait to talk about this damn game with you. Yeah, I'm excited for you to see Police Knots. I'm excited for all of you to see that game if you haven't played it or seen it. Thank you everybody who is brand new here. We're in the middle of a blind, Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough right now. Red Dead Redemption 2, we're finishing that. Metal Gear Solid series is a staple here, so we'll be getting back to Metal Gear Solid very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this game.
Oh my god.
If you like this, you'll really, really do you guys want to hear the intro one more time? So people can hear this awesome intro theme before we end the night? How about that?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, no, no. Yeah, this is the beginning for those that are new to this. This has an amazing theme after this little intro right here. Can't remember if I can skip this or not.
June 6, 1996. A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die. The greatest biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe.
You're not welcome here.
But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard wouldn't occur for another half-century? 50 years later, mankind faces its greatest crisis, the appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and origin are unknown. Is it a new form of weapon? Or perhaps an invasion from some other world? They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part organic, part machine, they're almost impossible to distinguish from those they kill.
Yes, they are great art. The art is so good
in order
in this
to
game.
take their place. These mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
Here we go. Here comes that theme, people. You're gonna see that Blade Runner influence in the city. Here we go. And then we're gonna end the stream. Do it. Bring it on. Uh-oh. It's time for a night in Neo Kobe. Yeah, it's an incredibly rare game. The Sega CD version, it's an incredibly rare game, Poetic. The soundtrack is so good, Poetic. And Police Knots, which is the next game for the late night stream that we're doing, is Kojima's other cult classic visual novel game that didn't get ported out of Japan, never localized, so it was due to emulation and a brilliant fan translation from Japanese to English that people were able to play the game. So that's going to be next, and it's so good. Oh man, the soundtrack is amazing as well. The voice acting in Police Knots is incredible. The Japanese voice acting, which is the only voice acting there is for it. Johnny Ingram, his voice actor, is so good. So good.
How was work? Everything okay?
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our past.
Yeah, might be able to start it tomorrow night, guys. Tomorrow night, late night stream.
Yes, but I can sense that there is something
Some
terrible
police
hidden in
knots.
our past. And if we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie!
So you don't want to miss that.
I'm going now. Jamie!
What? I can't hear you!
It has like all original like anime drawn cutscenes and like it's so it's just so cool.
Wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. Both Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia. Their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious mental fog. 2 years ago, after a vain attempt to rebuild their marriage, Jamie and Gillian separate. Following extensive special military training, Gillian is ordered to report to Neo Kobe City as a junker, effective today.
Boom. That is Snatcher, ladies and gentlemen. That is Snatcher. Alright, everybody. Thank you, everyone who's hung out tonight, rated, whether you those who decided to sub, or if you're watching this later, remember, smack that like, hit that sub, helps us out so much, and plus, it's for your health.
For your health.
Thank you all for hanging. I'm going to try and get... going to try and get Police Knots going maybe tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, definitely Thursday night. Wednesday night. It's nice to meet you, Poetic. Have a good night, Andrew, Emily. You're amazing, and I will be talking to you shortly. Good night. I'll be wishing you a good night after the stream. DJ, Sean. I hope to see you guys with Police Knots. Like it is, what I think is better. It just looks better. It was just made later time. Came out in 1996. And you'll see there's like a lot of also Metal Gear references in it as well. You'll be able to catch those, so you don't want to miss that. Thank you everybody for hanging. I'm so glad that this game had such a turnout that I did not expect, because this is, I don't know, like many people love Metal Gear Solid, but this is still might not be their thing. You know, it's a lot of reading. Like, I will say that Police Knots has way more voice acting than Snatcher did. Like in terms of like not making everything reading, like. But you still have to read a good bit in it. But it's just it's a lot more fun to play as well. So cannot wait for you guys to see that. That way we'll have every Kojima game ever made eventually on this on the stream, because we're gonna be streaming Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX2 port, the MSX2, original 2 games, and then after that we'll have every game on this stream. On this channel. I'm excited for it. We're looking for MGSV realism mod with red arm stipulations. So look forward to the future, everybody. We got gonna be getting back to Breath of the Wild like immediately, because that game is incredible. So thank you, TJ, for your donation tonight. Really appreciate that, man. Everybody, thank you, and we'll be seeing you guys later.